Alright, today's video is going to be a little different. This video is going to be showing all my WWE DVDs. So, I got some good ones in here. I might have some you people might know about that you might have seen. But, this might be a long video, so if this is too long for you to watch, just go grab yourself a snack or grab yourself a beverage and sit back and relax, because I'm going to get into some of these DVDs, that which one are my favorites and which ones I don't like. So without further ado, let's jump on into this. And some of these DVDs are near and dear to me. So I'm just going to put my hand behind my back and grab one. First one we have up here is Bret the Hitman Hart, The Best There Is, The Best There Was, and The Best There Ever Will Be DVD. And this is a great documentary. I've seen this documentary about maybe 10, 15 times. I think Bret Hart is one of the greatest superstars of all time. And when he was the greatest WWE champion of all times, for all times, I think his in-ring ability was good. He was good in the ring. He was one of the best. He was one of my favorites for years. So I'm going to open. This is the front. This is the back. That's the spine. I'm going to open this up and show you what it is on the inside. See, this Bret Hart with the World Wrestling Federation Championship. There's that. There's the disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3 of the Hitman. And this was Bret the Hitman Hart, The Best There Is, The Best There Was, and The Best There Ever Will Be. Now we go on to disc 2. Now this one right here is John Cena, My Life. John Cena, in this day and age, is one of the greatest wrestlers of this generation. He's a 16-time World Heavyweight Champion, a 5-time United States Champion, a 2-time WWE Tag Team Champion, and a 2 or 3-time World Heavyweight Champion. This documentary is pretty good. Not what it's supposed to be, but this documentary could have been a little better. But John Cena, My Life. Now I'm going to open this up. First, there's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Now I'm going to open this up and show you. There's John Cena in the ring with the American flag from Tribute to the Troops. And there he is in a match with Booker T. Open this up. There's disc 1. There's disc 2. And disc 3, don't ever watch disc 3. It sucks. Disc 3 is all about him doing a Q&A. So this was John Cena, My Life. Now we're going to get on to DVD number 3. And this is WWE's The Very Best of WCW Monday Nitro. This DVD could have been better, could have had better matches on it, but it's got some good matches on it, but it don't have lots of good matches on here like it should. But Could have been better. But for what it is, for what I paid for it, it could have been a little better. But what I paid for it was okay. There's the front. There's the back. And there's the spine. I'm going to open it up, show you the disc. There's Sting, Billy Kidman, Hollywood Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Psycho Sid wrestling. There's disc 1, Goldberg. There's disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3. And that was WWE's The Very Best of WCW Monday Nitro. DVD number 4. Now, this is the John Cena Experience. This DVD, disc 1 wasn't worth this. This wasn't worth getting, because they show everything that he does outside the ring on football, on ESPN. They show him on the talk shows. They show him on the Tonight Show. They show him all. But the other two, this is pretty good. They got all the matches on there. They got some pretty good matches on here of John Cena. They really do. Got some gems on here. A little dust on it. Now, well, this is the front. This is the back. This is the spine. Now let's open it up and show you the disc. Nothing more I can say about it. John Cena with the WWE Championship. And there's John Cena giving the FU to the Big Show. Now we're going to show you disc 1. There's John Cena. Disc 1. Disc 2. And disc 3. That was the John Cena Experience. Now we're going to get into a little something different besides the 3 disc ones. We're going to come over here. We're going to grab one over here. Now, what we got here is WrestleMania 19. 20 years in the making. Hogan versus McMahon. Now, what can I say about that match? That match was pretty good. Piper got in, hit Hogan in the head with a pipe, hit McMahon with the pipe. You know, I don't want to give no spoilers away to anybody who never saw it in their life, but you know, just don't want to give it away. So, this is the front. This is the back. That's the spine. I'm going to read off some of the matches. The WWE Championship match, Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Rock. Street Fight 20 years in the making. Hulk Hogan versus Mr. McMahon. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Triple H versus Booker T. Shawn Michaels versus Chris Jericho. Triple Threat WWE Tag Team match. Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin versus Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero versus Chris Benoit and Rhino. The Triple Threat Women's Championship match. Victoria versus Trish Stratus versus Jazz. The Undertaker and Nathan Jones versus The Big Show and A-Train. The WWE Cruiserweight Championship match. Matt Hardy versus Rey Mysterio. There were some good matches on it, but not a whole lot of good matches, but there were some good matches on here. So that was WrestleMania 19. Now let's get into another one. WrestleMania 20. John Cena's debut. John Cena's very first pay-per-view match versus The Big Show for the United States Championship. And John Cena becomes the United States Championship for the very first time. This is the front. spine. I'm going to read off some. I'm going to open this up, show you the disc. This is 3 discs stacked together. I'm going to get the book. Read some of these matches off to you. For the WWE United States Championship, Big Show versus John Cena. Fatal 4-Way Tag Team Championship match, Rob Van Dam and Booker T versus the Dudley Boys versus Garrison Kane and Mark Jindrak versus Law of Resistance. Chris Jericho versus Christian. The Rock and Sock Connection versus Evolution. Sable and Tori Wilson versus Stacy Keibler and Miss Jacqueline. Back first ever WWE Cruiserweight Championship Open. Chavo Guerrero versus Jamie Noble versus Funaki versus Ultimo Dragon versus Rey Mysterio versus Nunzio versus Tajiri versus Shannon Moore versus Billy Kidman. Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar with Stone Cold Steve Austin as a special guest referee. The Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Scotty 2 Hotty and Rikishi versus the APA versus Basham Brothers versus the World's Greatest Tag Team. The WWE Women's Championship match, Victoria versus Molly Holly. WWE Championship, Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle. The Undertaker versus Kane in a triple threat World Heavyweight Championship match, Shawn Michaels versus Triple H versus Chris Benoit. And that was WrestleMania 20. Now this is WrestleMania 21. John Cena's second pay-per-view at a WrestleMania when he becomes the WWE champion, defeating JBL. And it was an okay match. It could have went a little better, but it was just too slow and sloppy. They could have picked up the pace a little, and they could have had a better match, JBL and John Cena. But for what it was an okay match. This is the front, the back, the spine. I'm going to read off some of the matches. The World Heavyweight Championship, Triple H versus Batista. WWE Championship, JBL versus John Cena. Sumo match, Big Show versus Akabono. Piper's Pit special guest, Stone Cold. Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle. Trish Stratus versus Chrissy Hemme for the Women's Championship. Legends versus Legend Killer match, Undertaker versus Randy Orton. And the Money in the Bank ladder match. Chris Jericho versus Chris Benoit versus Shelton Benjamin versus Edge versus Christian versus Kane. And Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero. You open this up, show you. See, this is what I don't like about DVDs. Spoilers. You already know that John Cena won the WWE Championship. You already know that Batista won the World Heavyweight Championship. See? Spoilers. This is what sucks about wrestling DVDs. There's disc 1, disc 2. And the Hall of Fame disc. That was WrestleMania 21. Now we're going to get into a little something different. Legs get cranky. Alright. Now this is TNA's Destination X. Now, what can I say about this pay-per-view? This pay-per-view was pretty good. It had some great matches on it, and I'll tell you that. This is the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Read off some of the matches. For the World Heavyweight title match, Christian versus Samoa Joe. The X match, Elevation X match, Rhino versus AJ Styles. Last Rights match, Sting versus Abyss. Grudge match, Kurt Angle versus Scott Steiner. X Division Championship match, Chris Sabin versus Jerry Lynn. The Ghetto Brawl match, the Latin American Exchange versus Team 3D. The X Division match, Senshi versus Austin Aries. Mixed tag team match, James Storm and Jackie Moore versus Petey Williams and Gail Kim. Bonus match, Impact Samoa Joe earns a shot at the world title. Bonus match, 5-way ladder match for the X Division Championship. Open it up, show you the disc on the inside. That was TNA's Destination X. Now, this one is called the WWE Greatest Superstars of the 90s. On the cover we have Bret the Hitman Hart, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Undertaker, all on the cover. What can I say about this DVD? This DVD sucked. Alright. Reason why this DVD stunk. On the Greatest Stars of the 90s, you got Hulk Hogan in it. Right? You got Hulk Hogan. You got The Rock, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. But they left out one important person. The Macho Man Randy Savage. The Macho Man should have been in this DVD. Because he was one of the greatest stars of the 90s. When he was the Macho King. This is the front. The back. Got Shawn Michaels on the back there. That's the spine. You got all the greatest stars. All the greatest stars in here. There's the disc. And that was WWE's greatest superstars of the 90s. Now, this one is called Warriors of Wrestling. Now, this is a 4-disc DVD set. It's not bad. It's pretty good. It's all got wrestlers from... You got... let's see who's on here. We got Tito Santana, Cowboy Bob Orton, the Samoan SWAT team, Texas Hangman Tommy Rich, Tony Atlas, Chief Charlie Norris, Superfly, Sergeant Slaughter. This is like a 4-disc wrestling TV show. This is the front, the back, the spine. Open it up. There's disc 1, disc 2, disc 3, and disc 4. And that was Warriors of Wrestling. Next up, we have New Year's WWE Raw pay-per-view, New Year's Revolution. What can I say about this pay-per-view? It wasn't that great, but it was pretty good. It was okay, but it was pretty good. For what the price of it was, what I paid for it, it was okay. So, there's the front, there's the back, there's the spine. Read off some of the matches. The Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H versus Batista versus Edge versus Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho versus Batista. Let me read that again. The Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Triple H versus Batista versus Edge versus Randy Orton versus Chris Jericho versus Chris Benoit. Kane versus Gene Snitsky. Intercontinental Championship. Shelton Benjamin versus Maven. Women's Championship match. Lita versus Trish Stratus, World Tag Team Championship. William Regal and Eugene versus Christian and Tyson Tomko. Muhammad Hassad versus Jerry the King Lawler. And they got on here some DVD extras. And this is a PlayStation 2 compatible. You can watch this in your PlayStation 2. Open it up, show you the disc on the inside. Next up, we have WWE's Raw pay-per-view called Backlash. What can I say about this? This triple threat match was good. But this match, Shawn Michaels versus McMahon and Shawn Michaels' tag team partner, God. That was the most stupidest damn thing that I ever saw in wrestling history. And how is God going to wrestle? God is God. God can't wrestle. So, there's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Read off some of these matches to you. WWE Backlash 2006. Triple threat match for the WWE Championship. John Cena versus Triple H versus Edge. Shawn Michaels and God versus Mr. McMahon and Shane McMahon. Money in the Bank versus the Intercontinental Championship. Winner takes all match. Rob Van Dam versus Shelton Benjamin. Big Show versus Kane. Carlito versus Chris Masters. Ric Flair versus Umaga. And the Women's Championship match. Mickie James versus Trish Stratus. Open this up, show you the disc on the inside. And that was WWE's Raw pay-per-view Backlash. Next up we have SummerSlam 2008. This is the one with Batista and John Cena. They fought. It's the one with when John Cena gets hurt. He jumps off the top rope. Batista gives him a Batista bomb and he hurts his neck. He injures himself, gets injured. It was kind of dumb, but stupid. This is the front, the back, the spine, the disc, and that was WWE SummerSlam 2008. Up next we have WrestleMania 22. This was the one with John Cena fought Triple H for the first time ever. Match was okay. It could have been a little better. It was just too sloppy. In my opinion, Triple H was one of the poorest matches that he ever had in his whole career. Match stunk. John Cena did good in the match, but Triple H's performance sucked. It stunk. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Open it up, show you the disc. There's Rey Mysterio winning the World Heavyweight Championship. There's John Cena. There's disc 1, disc 2, and 2006 Hall of Fame disc. This is the Hall of Fame when Bret the Hitman Hart got inducted. I was very happy when he got inducted. Bret Hart will always be my favorite wrestler. And that was WrestleMania 22. Up next we have WWE Survivor Series. This is the one with Shane McMahon versus Kane in a stretcher match. It's the one where it was Team Austin versus Team Bischoff. If Team Bischoff won, Stone Cold Steve Austin got fired. Well, I'm not going to give away the match. I'm not going to say it, but it comes down to Orton and Shawn Michaels. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Read off a few of these matches. For the World Heavyweight Championship, Goldberg versus Triple H. Buried Alive match, Undertaker versus Mr. McMahon. The ambulance match, Shane McMahon versus Kane. Classic Survivor Series 5-on-5. Team Stone Cold's team versus Bischoff's team. On Austin's team, you got Shawn Michaels, Booker T, Rob Van Dam, Bubba Ray Dudley, and Devon Dudley. On Eric Bischoff's team, you got Chris Jericho, Christian, Scott Steiner, Mark Henry, and Randy Orton. Classic Survivor Series match, Team Angle versus Team Lesnar. On Team Angle, you got Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Hardcore Holly, Bradshaw, John Cena. On Lesnar's team, you got Brock Lesnar, Big Show, Nathan Jones, Matt Morgan, and A-Train. For the WWE Women's Championship, Molly Holly versus Lita. WWE Cruiserweight Championship match, Tajiri versus Jamie Noble. And the World Tag Team match, World Tag Team Championship match. The Basham Brothers versus Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero. Show you the disc on the inside. That's what the disc looks like. Up next, we got CM Punk Best in the World. What can I say about this DVD? This DVD is pretty good. The documentary is pretty good. I'm not going to get to everything. I'm not going to open it up and show you. Open it up and show you. This is the front. See this before I show you the front and the back. This documentary is pretty good. The documentary was about a little over an hour long. It talked about everything from the early years of CM Punk's beginning of a wrestling career until the WWE. Pretty good. So this is the front, back. See the back? There's the spine. Open it up, show you real quick. I think this is one of the best pictures that I ever seen on a DVD, inside of a DVD. I ain't gonna show you the discs because all the discs you've seen discs before. This is CM Punk Best in World. If I show you all the discs, this video is gonna take about 3 hours. Show you some of the discs, so just want to get this video going and done. This is D-Generation X, One Last Stand. WWE's One Last Stand, D-Generation X. What can I say about this? This got some good matches on here. The match compilations are good on here. I really like the matches. Matches were awesome on here. I really like DX. This DVD is, I say, go out. If you ain't got this in your collection, go out and pick it up. This is the front, the back, and the spine. Just open it up. I'm not going to show you this. I'm going to show you the inside of the pictures. Shawn Michaels, Triple H. That was D-Generation X, One Last Stand. Up next we have the new and improved. This is the new and improved DX. See, what's great about this DVD is a lot of these DVDs are dusty. They're old. See, what's good about this DVD? This DVD's got a lot of good matches on it. When they got back together, it's got some skits on here. It's got the skit on here, I think, when DX made fun of McMahon and Shane McMahon. When Triple H was playing Mr. McMahon and Shawn Michaels was playing the role of Shane McMahon, that was a good skit. It was fun. Now, what's interesting about this DVD? Now, I'm going to open this up and show you. Before I do that, there's the front, there's the back, and there's the spine. Now, what's good about this DVD is when you open it up, you got Shawn Michaels and Triple H there. But what's good about this, they pull this little tab here, and their arms go up and down like an X. But it's old. Triple H does the same thing. It's telling you to suck it. And that was the new and improved DX. Gotta adjust my leg. Leg went to sleep. Now, up next, we got TLC's 2011. Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. I want to tell you one thing about this pay-per-view. It sucked. This pay-per-view stunk. Kevin Nash and Triple H match. Whoever climbed the ladder got to use the sledgehammer. That match was slow and boring. I recommend you guys never buy this DVD to your collection. I got it off of eBay into a bunch. It was on eBay with a bunch of wrestling DVDs for like $50. Got like about 20 DVDs, so it was in with the 20 of them. So for $50, you couldn't go wrong. There's the front. CM Punk's on the cover with his ice cream bar. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Read off a little bit of these matches. Now, for the World Heavyweight, former Click members Kevin Nash versus Triple H. World Heavyweight Championship. Mark Henry versus The Big Show. WWE Championship match. CM Punk, Alberto Del Rio, and The Miz. WWE Superstars of Raw and SmackDown in the WWE TLC Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match. Tables match. Randy Orton versus Wade Barrett. The Intercontinental Championship match. Cody Rhodes versus Booker T in the United States Championship match. Dolph Ziggler versus Zack Ryder. And that was WWE's TLC 2011. Don't you just love that cover? That's a good cover. That's a good cover, but the pay-per-view sucked. Up next, we got Bash, the Great American Bash, 2008. Parking Lot Brawl, John Cena versus JBL. Triple H versus Edge, the WWE Championship. And Batista versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship. What can I say about this pay-per-view? Not too much to say. But John Cena was a loser. There's the front, back, the spine. I just read off some of the matches, so I'm not going to get into it. I'll show you the disc. And that was WWE's 2008 Great American Bash. Up next, we got Vengeance. Vengeance 2011. This is the one with the Big Show and Mark Henry. You can see on the cover here that the ring exploded. When he suplexed him off the top, the ring just collapsed. And this is the one with John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio. The Miz versus R-Truth. And Triple H versus CM Punk. This is Vengeance 2011. There's the front, the back, the spine, the disc. Look at that ugly puss on there. That's Mark Henry's ugly face. Up next, we got The Life and Times of Mr. Perfect. What can I say about this DVD? Just fucking awesome. This DVD was fucking awesome. That's all I can say. There's the front. Just look at that beautiful picture of Curt Hennig on it. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. And that was The Life and Times of Mr. Perfect. Show you the disc. This is a 2-disc set. Up next, we have World Wrestling Entertainment, the bloodiest, the bloodbath, the most incredible steel cage matches. What can I say about this? Awesome, awesome. I got this in a haul when I got that TLC 2011 off of eBay. Well, this DVD could have been better, but they got a lot of old school matches on it, so it was pretty good. So, there's the front, there's the back, there's the spine, 2 discs. Up next, we got Money in the Bank 2010. Got the Raw Money in the Bank and the SmackDown one. What can I say about this pay-per-view? This pay-per-view is pretty good. It's got the steel cage match with John Cena versus Sheamus. Well, the steel cage match wasn't that great, but it was okay. It was good. John Cena fought his heart out, fought his fucking ass off to win. So there's the front, there's the back, there's the spine. Show you this. I'm not going to show you this on all of them. Up next, we got Armageddon. You got Kane versus MVP in an Inferno match. You got Mr. Kennedy versus The Undertaker. What could I say about it? It was a pretty good pay-per-view. It was okay. This is the one that had the tag team match. WWE Champion John Cena and World Heavyweight Champion Batista versus King Booker and Finlay. That match was good. There's the back. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. I'm not going to show you the disc. The WWE Royal Rumble 2013. Now you see the spoiler right on the front. He fought CM Punk for the WWE Championship, The Rock. Now, if I turn this around, it's gonna be a spoiler. There's the front. There's the back. See The Rock with the belt. Spoiler. There's the spine. Here we got Alberto Del Rio versus The Big Show. CM Punk versus The Rock. And Team Hell No versus Team Rhodes Scholars. I'm not going to show you the disc. Go ahead and grab some more. We got WWE's Night of Champions. Now, what can I say about this pay-per-view? Sting got fucked in this match. Seth Rollins had to fight two guys in two matches. He fought, in the first match, he fought John Cena versus Seth Rollins for the United States Championship. Then it was second match, Sting versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. I just gave you the main matches, so I'm going to show you this. Adjust my leg again, going to sleep. Now, up next, we got 2010 Survivor Series. Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. John Cena is a special guest referee. Can't tell you what happens in that match because it was just a shame. And you got Edge versus Kane for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. WWE Vengeance. Look at that cover. Look at all them Randy Ortons on that cover. That's a beautiful cover. This was a good pay-per-view. It was from 2004. I had, before I read, there's the front, there's the back, there's the spine. Read off a few matches. We got for the World Heavyweight Championship, Chris Benoit versus Triple H. Intercontinental Championship match, Randy Orton versus Edge. And Matt Hardy versus Kane. No disqualification. Pretty good match. But that cover is sweet. Love it. Up next we got Brock Lesnar. Here Comes the Pain. Now this was a pretty good hour-long documentary. Wasn't that great, but it was okay. If you're into Brock Lesnar, I'm not a Brock Lesnar fan. I just bought it to the collection. There's the front. Look what he's doing to The Rock. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. And that was Brock Lesnar. Here Comes the Pain. Up next, we got WWE's Macho Man, the Randy Savage Ultimate Collection 3 disc. Now look at this cover. Beautiful. Loving it. So there's the front. But before I show you the front, the back, and the spine, this got some great matches on here. If nobody's got this in their collection, I recommend you to pick it up. I ain't got part 2 yet, but I will get it. But this is a pretty good. See, loving the cover. There's the front. There's the back. Just look at that. And there's the spine. Open it up, show you the great pictures on the inside. Look what beautiful artwork on this. I love the artwork. I really do. This right here is beautiful artwork. This picture is beautiful artwork. Up next, we got You Think You Know Me, the story of Edge. What can I say about this story? Just fucking great. Story was just awesome. Edge talked about his career all the way up to where he retired. It was a good DVD for what I paid for it off of eBay. I paid $7 for it off of eBay. Wasn't a bad price. There's the front. There's the back. And there's the spine. Now let me show you the good artwork on the inside of this. Look at this. I just love the way WWE makes these 3-disc compilation sets, and he put this beautiful artwork in here. These two are the best pictures of Edge, and artwork wise, that I ever seen. So now we get on to the 3-disc of Rey Mysterio, the Biggest Little Man. What can I say about it? Fantastic. He's a great high flyer. He's one of the greatest high flyer wrestlers in WWE history, one of the greatest high flyers in WCW history, and one of the greatest high flyers in ECW history. So, what can I say about Rey Mysterio? But just look at that cover. Beautiful. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Show you the beautiful artwork on the inside. Look at that. WWE puts the best artwork in these covers. See, this picture is better than this picture, but this picture is more better. But this picture's got some artwork to it. Fantastic work. Up next, we got Sting. Into the Light. What can I say about Sting? One of the greatest of all times. I mean, one of the greatest superstars of all time of his generation. Sting is just one of the greatest superstars of the generation. He was good in WCW for years. Then when WCW went out of business, TNA started. He was a great wrestler in TNA. Then he went to WWE, had a few matches. Didn't have a long run in WWE, but for what it was, his career was okay in WWE. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Now, when I open this, I'm going to show you all that great artwork. Look at that artwork. See, I'm going to show you the artwork on Sting. Open this up. pop out the disc. Now the disc won't come out, so I'm not going to show you the artwork on the inside, but this it's got some great artwork. That was Sting, Into the Light. Up next we have WWE's The Twisted, Disturbed Life of Kane. What can I say about this? This disc is garbage. You know why I'm going to tell you it's garbage? When I open it, you're going to find out why it's garbage. Picture's okay on the front. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Now you're going to see why this is garbage. Look at this. Got some great artwork in here. The mask right there. That's great. I love it. Love the mask work. But here, look at all this detail. You got all this nice artwork on the bottom, but this. The disc is slide in and out. Don't like the sleeves. That's how your discs get scratched. It sucks. But loving the artwork on it. That was the WWE's The Twisted and Disturbed Life of Kane. Up next we have Judgment Day. Up next we have Judgment Day. Kevin Nash versus Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship. And you got Big Show versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE in a stretcher match for the WWE Championship. What can I say about this pay-per-view? Nah, it was okay for what it was worth. And you had the match on here with Mr. America versus Roddy Piper. Y'all know who Mr. America was. It was Hulk Hogan. But this pay-per-view wasn't that great. It was okay for what it was worth. What I paid for it at Kmart a long time ago for. So, there's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Now we got WWE's 2011 Over the Limit. That was okay for what it was worth. I'm not going to get into no details into it. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. That's WWE's Over the Limit 2011. They had the match. The Miz versus John Cena for the WWE Championship and Christian versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. We got Elimination Chamber 2010. What can I say about it? It was okay. You had the Elimination Chamber, Ted DiBiase, Randy Orton, John Cena, Triple H, and Kofi Kingston. All versus Sheamus for the WWE Championship. And you had John Morrison, CM Punk, Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, R-Truth versus The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Time to adjust my legs again. This is The Undertaker. He buries them alive. Love the cover. Great cover. There's the front, back, spine. Great Undertaker. Great DVD. For what it was, they only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 matches on it. It was okay for what it was. Bought it off eBay. Paid $3 for it on eBay. Up next, we got WCW War Games. What can I say about this? Okay. It had a lot of great matches. It was good. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Open up, show you the elimination, show you the 2 cages. Last but not least in this pile, we got Triple H, The Kingdom Come. What can I say about this? It's okay. Not one of the greatest DVDs in history of life. But if you're a Triple H fan, I'm not really a Triple H fan. I just bought the Triple H DVD, have it in my collection. So there's the front, there's the back, there's the spine. Open it up. There's no artwork in there, so up next we got WWE's 50 greatest finishing moves in WWE history. What can I say about it? Sucked. There's the front, back, and the spine. Up next, we got the heart. We got the heart and soul, the family, the heart. Let me read that again. The heart and soul, the heart family anthology. Pretty good. Story was good. Loved the cover. Love that cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Show you the artwork on the inside. Look at that. Look at that detail in there. Look at all that artwork in there. Look at that big picture of Bret Hart, and look at that big picture of his father, Stu Hart. Great DVD. Up next, we got Elimination Chamber 2011. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Elimination Chamber match. John Cena versus Randy Orton versus John Morrison versus R-Truth versus CM Punk versus Sheamus. Edge versus Big Show versus Kane versus Drew McIntyre versus Rey Mysterio versus Wayne Barrett. WWE Survivor Series 2015. 25 years of The Taker. Love that cover. Love the Undertaker on her. Front, back, spine. This had the match between Sheamus versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. Up next here we got FIP Full Impact Pro. The elimination, a 16-man FIP title tournament match. It's pretty good for what it was worth, for what I paid for it. I got this at the Quaker Bridge Mall. Yeah. So there's the front, there's the back, there's the spine. And this got the first round match. 187 Homicide versus the phenomenal AJ Styles, Just Incredible versus Rughouse Ralph something. Night of Champions 2010. I just love that cover. Randy Orton's on there. Look at that cover. It's a beautiful cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. I'm not going to read the matches off to you. This video's already been on for an hour. Now we got the King of... This is a international DVD. It's a good DVD. It's okay. I watched it already. It's pretty good. There's the front. See, here's the name of it. I'll get a little closer so you can read the name. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Got some good matches on here. Terry Funk's in this. Up next, we got it's the Shawn Michaels story, The Heartbreaking Triumphs. Pretty good DVD. It's awesome. What more can I say? It's awesome. Love the cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Open this up. Show you that great artwork on the side here. This is a great artwork picture. It's great. Look at that. Look at that artwork right there. Look at that. Move my finger. Beautiful. Rise and Fall. And this is the Rise and Falls of WCW. Sucked. The story stunk. It had no meaning to it. So, bought it on eBay haul. There's the front, back, spine. Got some great artwork in there. I'm loving the artwork. Look at Hollywood Hogan with the NWO title. The Greatest Rivalries. Shawn Michaels versus Bret the Hitman Hart. Great DVD. What can I say? Just good. Good. All their matches they fought. Good. That's the front. Loving that cover. Front, back, spine. Loving the artwork. Up next, we got WWE's Armageddon. Front, back, spine. Up next, we got another TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs match. This is the one with John Cena versus Sheamus. And Batista versus The Undertaker. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Up next, we got The Self-Destruction of the Ultimate Warrior 2 disc. Loving the cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Show you the disc. 2 discs. Up next, we got WWE's Royal Rumble 2008. Oh, Dusty. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. This had World Heavyweight Championship match. Rey Mysterio versus Edge. And the WWE Championship match. Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. There's another TLC. TLC 2013 is the one with John Cena versus Randy Orton, title for title. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Up next we have WrestleMania 23. Bobby Lashley versus Umaga. Whoever lost got the head shaved. Donald Trump or McMahon got his head shaved. Special guest referee, Stone Cold. Shawn Michaels versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. Undertaker versus Batista for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. WrestleMania 24. Floyd Money Mayweather versus The Big Show. John Cena, Randy Orton, and Triple H for the WWE Championship. And Edge and The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. WrestleMania 25. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. This had the match. Triple H versus Randy Orton for the WWE Championship. There's WrestleMania 26. Now, take a look at this box. Here's the front. Here's the back. There's the spine. Now this had the match Bret the Hitman Hart versus McMahon. Batista versus John Cena for the WWE title. Edge versus Jericho for the World Heavyweight. And Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels. But this is something that I like. This is awesome. Look at this. I'm going to open it up and show you the great artwork in this. If I can get it open. Look at that. Look at that artwork. Look at that. Look at that artwork in there. Now what's good about this, slides out. I bought this on eBay. Paid $10 for it on eBay. That was WrestleMania 26. Here's WrestleMania 27. John Cena versus The Miz for the WWE Championship, and The Undertaker versus Triple H. And The Rock was hosting. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. WrestleMania 28. Rock versus Cena, once in a lifetime. And Undertaker versus Triple H. Shawn Michaels a special guest referee. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. The Rock, the People's Champ. There's the front. Love that cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. WWE Extreme Rules 2009. I'm loving that Rey Mysterio cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. This had Batista versus Randy Orton for WWE title. Jeff Hardy versus Edge for the World Heavyweight. And John Cena versus Big Show. Royal Rumble 2010. There's the front. The back, spine. This had Randy Orton versus Sheamus for the WWE title, and Rey Mysterio versus Undertaker for the World Heavyweight. The Elimination Chamber 2012. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. This had the Ambulance match against John Cena and Kane. And the Elimination Chamber match for the World Heavyweight title and the WWE title. WWE's Hall of Fame 2004. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. The Nature Boy Ric Flair, the Decadence Collection, or can't read that, it's in cursive. There's the front, that's a good cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Loving the artwork in this. Loving the artwork. Look at the artwork. Love it. And we got Money in the Bank 2015. Loving that cover. Dean Ambrose on the front cover of that. Look at that. Look at Dean Ambrose. There's the front. There's the front. The back. Spine. It said John Cena versus Kevin Owens. This is ZZW pay-per-view. Got some good matches on it. It's pretty good for what I bought for it at a local store, at a little drift shop. Got a bunch of these. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Here's another ZZ. No, this is something pro wrestling, but it's a good DVD. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. But it's called Velocity Pro Wrestling. It's pretty good. And here's another ZZW one, pay-per-view. That was a pay-per-view. Like that skull on her. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. There's the back one more time. John Morrison's Rockstar. There's the front. There's the back. I love the picture on the back. And there's the spine. WWE's No Way Out. Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker for the World Heavyweight Championship. And Randy Orton versus Rey Mysterio. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. ECW. Here's ECW One Night Stand. Rob Van Dam versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. And Randy Orton versus Kurt Angle. There's the front. Love that cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Here's the WWE Royal Rumble 2011. You had The Miz versus Randy Orton for the WWE title. And you had Edge versus Dolph Ziggler for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. WWE's Tough Enough. WWF's Tough Enough. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. WWE Legendary Moments in Wrestling History. Loving that cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. The Rise and Falls of ECW. This is a great story. I recommend anybody that watches wrestling on YouTube buy this. This is great. There's the front. Back. Spine. And that was the Rise and Falls of ECW. And up next is Shawn Michaels' Boyhood Dream. This was pretty good. About an hour and a half long. For what it was okay. There's the front. Loving that cover. Back. Spine. Superstars of yesteryears. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. There's TNA Bound for Glory 2007. Kurt Angle versus Sting for TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And you got the Steiner Brothers versus Team 3D. There's the front. Loving that cover. Front. Back. Spine. There's Ultimate Pro Wrestling. I didn't see this one yet, but looks pretty good. Can't tell you much about it, but it's just, there's the front, there's the back, there's the spine. Now we're just going to do this. Here's another one of these pro wrestling on something. There's the front, there's the back, there's the spine. The Superstar Billy Graham story. 20 years too soon. Great story. Tells you all about his life. Loving the cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. No Way Out. WWE's No Mercy. Loving that cover. This had the match. The Great Khali. This had the match. WWE Championship. Randy Orton versus Triple H. World Heavyweight Champion. Batista versus Great Khali. And ECW Champion. CM Punk versus Big Daddy V. There's the front. Loving that cover. Back. Spine. Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen. Sweet cover. There's the front. There's the back. Spine. Triple H, the game. It's an okay DVD. It's not one of the... I don't like Triple H. He's an okay wrestler, but there's the front. The back. The spine. For what I paid for it on eBay, $5. It was worth getting. The Big Show, A Giant's World. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Great artwork. NWO, the Revolution. There's the front. There's the back. The back was ripped. I bought it like that. And there's the spine. Look at that artwork right there of the NWO. The best of Monday Night Raw 2009. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. The best of Raw and SmackDown 2011. There's the front. This one is a 4-disc. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. The Undertaker Deadliest Matches. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Show you the great artwork in there. A little dusty inside. And this is the best of Raw 15th anniversary. Show you the disc. Loving that box. It's like in 3D. Disc 1, we got Shawn Michaels on disc 1. Disc 2, The Rock and Austin. And disc 3, John Cena. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Now I'm going to take the discs out and show you the discs. Disc 1, front, loving it. Back, spine. Disc 2, front, back, spine. Disc 3, front, back, spine. Here's another ZZW pay-per-view. There's the front, back, spine. Velocity is another Velocity Pro Wrestling DVD. That pay-per-view is called Bad Santa. There's the front, back, spine. Steve Austin, the early years. Loving that cover. Front, back, spine. This is Ultimate Pro Steve Austin, the Master of Mayhem. There's the front, back, spine. Jake the Snake Roberts, Pick Your Poison. Loving that cover. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Royal Rumble 2006. John Cena versus Edge. And Mark Henry versus Kurt Angle. One was for the WWE title, one was for the world title. The front, back, spine. Adjust my legs. WWE Vengeance. Loving that cover with The Undertaker. It's the one with Mr. McMahon versus Zach Gallen. The front and back, spine. Money in the Bank 2011. CM Punk versus John Cena and Christian versus Randy Orton. CM Punk versus John Cena for the WWE title and Christian versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight. Front, back, spine. Loving that cover. SummerSlam. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. And this had Shane McMahon versus Eric Bischoff, Rob Van Dam versus Kane, and Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. Uncensored ECW Extreme Championship Wrestling Extreme something. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. This one is phenomenal. The best. Phenomenal. The phenomenal AJ Styles Wrestle War. Disc 1. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. WWE's Unforgiven. Kurt Angle versus John Cena for the WWE Championship. There's the front. Back. Spine. WWE's Unforgiven. Loving that cover. There's the front. The back. Spine. This had the ECW Scramble match. Mark Henry versus Matt Hardy versus Finlay versus The Miz versus Chavo Guerrero. WWE Championship Scramble match. Triple H versus Jeff Hardy versus MVP versus Shelton Benjamin versus Brian Kendrick. No Way Out. Loving that cover with Eddie Guerrero. This is the one where Eddie Guerrero fought Brock Lesnar. Front, back, spine. Backlash. Chris Benoit versus Shawn Michaels versus Triple H in a triple threat match. Loving that cover. Front, back, and spine. NWO Back in Black. Front, back, spine. From the Vault, Shawn Michaels. Front, back, spine. Was okay. Cactus Jack, the early years. Front, back, spine. Andre the Giant. Great cover. Front, back, spine. There's only one thing I want to say about this. I saw a documentary on HBO. It was good. People need to go to HBO on the HBO On Demand and check it out. The history of WrestleMania. Front, back, spine. The Twist of Fate, the Matt and Jeff Hardy story. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Stone Cold Steve Austin's What? There's the front. There's the back. Like a comic book. Nice spine. Rock versus Goldberg. Front. Back. Spine. Bobby the Brain Heenan story. Loving that cover. Front, back, spine. Another FIP pay-per-view. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Great American Bash. Love that. Look at Tori Wilson on there. Just look at that beautiful woman. She's a beautiful girl. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. This had, for the World Heavyweight Championship, Batista versus JBL. For the United States title, Orlando Jordan versus Chris Benoit. Vengeance. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. It's had for the WWE Championship, Rob Van Dam versus Edge. And John Cena versus Sabu in an Extreme Lumberjack match. Cyber Sunday. Look at Candice Michelle on her. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Beautiful. This had Shawn Michaels versus Randy Orton for the WWE title. The Miz versus CM Punk for the ECW title. And The Undertaker versus Batista for the World Heavyweight title. There's Vengeance, 2005. Batista versus Triple H in a steel cage match. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. And the other match on here is John Cena versus Christian versus Chris Jericho for WWE Championship. Triple threat match. Winner take all. WWF versus the Alliance. There's the front. Survivor Series. There's the front. There's the back. There's the spine. Another